Subnautica is full of all sorts of interesting creatures, from the small and cute to the enormous and terrifying. And some of them can be really dangerous, not only to the player, but to other creatures as well. But which creature is the most dangerous? Yes! Oh my gosh. We did it! We took down a Reaper! And they're off, immediately charging in and doing large amounts of damage. A fireball attack! Absolutely incredible! What happens if we try to hold a battle tournament? Which creatures broke completely? And who is the true ruler of Planet 4546b? Well, my name is Brad, and I'm a software engineer who likes to write code to modify games and learn how they work, and then use that knowledge to make them do something new and awesome. And today, I'm going to show you how I created the Subnautica Battle Tournament. While working on my Companions mod video, where I made it so creatures could follow you around, fight on your behalf, and level up to get stronger over time, I got an idea on how we could push things to the next level. What if you could have multiple companions? What if they could all be active at once? And what if you could direct all of them to attack the same target at the same time? So we captured a few creatures and found our first target. All right, this guy's sick. Let's put him out of his misery as a test. Let's make sure they all go attack. Go get him! Whoa! The attack has begun! Whoa! That's crazy! Well, that was kind of cool. Could we attack something bigger? Are we ready to amass an army and attack a Reaper? So we amassed a small army of alien creatures. 20 creatures is a pretty good start. Ah, yes. The enemy has been spotted. I've never been more certain that what I'm doing is worth it in my life. Attack! He's on the run. Oh, but he's not getting away. They're really doing a lot of damage to him. He's almost at half health. He tries to hide in the mushroom forest, but it does him no good. He's rushing for the surface. Oh, they're making quick work of him now. This Reaper is no match for the companion army. Oh, it's almost finished. With his last bit of strength, he runs away at full speed. He turns to face them and make one last stand, but is unsuccessful. And the Reaper has fallen. We did it! We took down a Reaper! And that's when I got an idea that started to turn this mod into something else entirely. Maybe we could have a bunch of creatures fighting a bunch of other creatures. Could we spawn a bunch of creatures and call them Team A, and then spawn a bunch of different creatures and call them Team B, and have them fight? 10 biters versus 5 stalkers. Something like that. Whoa! There they are! Ah, attack! Look at him go! That was very cool. You know I gotta test. What happens if I hit it a bunch? Yes! Oh my gosh. Wow, that is a promising start. This was already a lot of fun, but if I wanted to push things to the next level, I knew what we needed to do next. We needed to have a tournament, which means we need to have tryouts to see who is even capable of participating. I didn't know it at the time, but this was not going to be easy. There were a lot of problems to overcome. I mean, already we'd had a problem with creatures on the same team attacking each other. Uh-oh, who's attacking whom? I see some health bars dropping. Oh, geez. Oh, they're biting each other. That's going to prove to be a problem. Oh, gosh. Why are you attacking each other? After fixing that problem, some creatures worked perfectly fine and were basically tournament ready. Others were a little more difficult to wrangle. Where are all the stalkers going? What are you doing? Why are you just swimming around over here? Oh yeah, see, they're like playing with metal and stuff. What are you doing? You're supposed to be attacking. That's, whoop. Where are we going? Why are we warping out? It's very strange what you're doing right now. Look, he's just chilling in a rock. Where are you going now? He's just wandering off. So yeah, some creatures had problems that took a long time and lots of coding to fix. And other creatures were just not going to work for this particular tournament. Either because they had no natural attack and I had to give them one, which felt unfair. There we go, there's some rock grubs. Whoa! Are they invisible? No, they're just tiny. Go get them! Rah! Rah, 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 rah. No problem whatsoever. Or for other reasons that quickly became obvious. You know, I haven't tried sky rays. Oh no, they're drowning! Well, that's depressing. We did way more testing during this process, but that is entirely too much footage for this already long video. If you want to see way more of that, I'm going to release a bonus video for my patrons with lots of extra content in the near future. So here's a taste of that nonsense. Oh my gosh, it's raining crab squids. Coming down, whoa, whoa! Let's see how many crash fish it takes to take down a Reaper. How about that? Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god! Can we give Poop a knife? Oh no, my Sea Treader Poop is dead. And go! Fight the coffee machines! Go get them! So now we should have a crazy gasopod. Whoa! That's a lot. Oh boy. Oh, I don't like that. All right, nothing to see here, folks. Don't worry about this. Goodness, their health bars really give it away. So after going through just about every creature in the game and making some tough decisions, we were left with 18 competitors. So I worked hard to throw in a few more bells and whistles, like better health bars, battle freezing, and self-arranging teams. And then it was time. One moment. Is this thing on? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Subnautica Battle Dome! Folks, we have a magnificent tournament for you here today. We have 18 lovely and terrifying contestants that will be competing in 17 matches, leaving one winner. Matches will be between teams of 3 of each species and will end when all 3 members of a team are eliminated, either by losing all of their health or violating the tournament's rules. Rules include no more than 3 unique team members and no leaving the arena for more than a few seconds during a match. And now, let's welcome our first contestants. We've got an exciting first match. I have a feeling this one's going to go rather quickly. We've got 3 Crashfish versus 3 Mesmers. I think the Crashfish aren't going to do too well. I think they're going to peter out pretty quickly. They've basically only got 1 move in their pocket, and I think that's all we're going to see from them. Let's start the battle! Tournament begin! And they're off. Both teams charging ahead. We've lost 1 Mesmer. He's off wandering, doing who knows what. The Crashfish don't seem to be exploding. That probably means I programmed them wrong. An unexpected start to the tournament. Okay, so we did disqualify the Crashfish for leaving the arena, but I could not have Crashfish in this tournament and not have them explode. So I spent some time fixing up the code a little so Crashfish could properly participate, and here's how it went. Crashfish charging in immediately. It looks like they might explode. 1 explodes, and 2 have exploded already. And a Mesmer bites the 3rd, popping it like a balloon. Mesmers are victorious. Mesmers move on to the next round. And that means, oh, poor Mesmers. They move on to face the Ghost Leviathan. Stalker and Biter. I think this one should be way more interesting. Let's get that one going. Stalkers versus Biters. We see an enormous difference between the amount of health each team has. Battle begin! And they're off. They begin charging. Oh, we've got an epic battle already. 1 Biter has been eaten completely and no longer exists. Oh, it looks like the Stalkers are getting a little distracted, though. They're playing with some pieces of metal that are actually near the battleground. Will that cost them any health? It looks like it has already. 1 competitor getting distracted has been bitten by a Biter. All right, it looks like everybody's taking their sweet time. Oh, and we have another bite. 2 Biters are down, only 1 remains. Notice my things on the side are not getting updated. So the problem is the Stalkers are actually eating the opposing team, causing their health bars to no longer be accurate. We're gonna let him charge in, and then we're gonna speed up time. And he's down! Stalkers have moved on to the next round. Oh, the Stalkers move on to face the Ghost Leviathan Juvenile. I do not envy them. Will this one work? Is the size difference too great for these competitors to even be able to battle? The Stalkers have made a dang mess of my battlefield here. Woo! There's a bit of a size difference for this match, not to mention a health difference. 8,000 versus 100. What is gonna happen? No idea. Maybe it'll just break completely. That is legitimately an option for every single one of these matchups. Battle begin! They're charging each other already. Some giant bites. Oh, it's a massacre. They have done some damage to the Ghost Leviathans, though. There are still 2 left. Oh, there's only 1 left, and he's almost gone already. And he's down. The Mesmers have been defeated. A surprise to very few, I'm sure. There's our updated bracket. It's looking pretty predictable so far. But next up, we've got River Prowlers versus Sand Sharks. The River Prowlers have an obvious size advantage here, but the Sand Sharks do have the benefit of 50 extra health points. Let the battle begin! And they're off, immediately charging in and doing large amounts of damage to both teams. We're coming in for another round and a big bite, and he gets bit right back. Oh, a lot of carnage happening, and we have our first takedown. River Prowlers have lost one member, and another one is holding on for dear life. Whoa, another big bite from both team members. It's not looking good. I think this might be the end for the River Prowlers. Oh, there it is, and the Sand Sharks have won. A very strong showing from the Sand Sharks. They may be small, but they are scrappy, showing us again that size isn't everything on 4546B. Next up is Reaper Leviathans versus Lava Lizards. Will it be the Reapers? Will it be the Lava Lizards? Will the code break and I have to make up some excuse? Oh boy! Well, our last match may have taught us that size isn't everything, but it's certainly not nothing. This looks like it's going to be a tough battle for the Lava Lizards. The Reaper Leviathans already psyching themselves up before the battle begins. I think they might even be frightening the crowd right now. Let's get this battle started. Let the battle begin! Oh, and they go in charging. Both have taken damage. The Reaper's getting a big bite on the Lava Lizards early. Two Lava Lizards are already really feeling the pain. Oh, one is not looking so good. The Reapers are holding on very well. It's not looking like the Lava Lizards can do enough damage to be a real threat to the Reaper Leviathans. Oh, there it is. I believe one of the Reapers has eaten the Lava Lizard. In fact, I believe two have. There's a lot of swirling around, and there it is! All three Lava Lizards have been eaten entirely! A decisive victory for our Reapers. Absolutely devastating. That must have been a lot of hard work for you. How do you feel for the folks at home? Okay, I'm gonna go fix my ruptured eardrum as we wait for the next match to begin. And it looks like our next match will be between the crab squid and the amp eel. I don't know how this one's gonna go. Uh-oh. We're going to have to clear the battlefield and try again because I have placed one inside, and also something has broken in the code. There they are. That's what I want to see. Oh no! Some early damage from the amp eels. That's not very sportsmanlike. The amp eels have always been the bad boys of the Subnautica Battletome. Will the crab squids be able to overcome this unfair behavior? You hate to see it. Boom shouldn't go the dynamite before the battle begins, all right? It looks like the referee's gonna let that slide. Round begin! And the amp eels are charging in early. Oh, but the crab squids are counterattacking. Ooh, yeah. Oh, tremendous damage to the crab squids already. The amp eels might have too much of a health advantage. Oh, lots of exchanging blows very quickly. Both teams are very eager for a win today. Oh, we have lost our first crab squid, and it looks like we may lose our second very soon. Oh, and our second crab squid has dropped. There's only one left. Looks like he's contemplating his life way up in the rafters. Will he be returning to the battlefield? Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna speed up time and give him a chance to avoid a forfeiture. We are at maximum game speed. The crab squid is not returning to the battlefield. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the crab squids have forfeited, granting an automatic win to the amp eels. Perhaps not the way the amp eels wanted to win, but maybe that was the little bit of dignity the crab squids could reclaim in this match after being attacked before the match started. We will see if the amp eels' shenanigans are as successful when faced with a Reaper Leviathan. So make sure you stick around after this commercial break. Are you looking for a powered up propulsion cannon? Well, you can get it out of here. All right, it looks like our next round is between the Ghost Leviathan Juvenile and Stalkers. Those are the juveniles? Oh boy. Folks, it looks like the juveniles have just as much health as their adult counterparts. That is going to be tough for these Stalkers. Battle begin! The competitors are charging in. Immediate bites from both sides, but the Ghost Leviathan juveniles are doing much more damage immediately. Will there be any meetings? Oh, yes! Oh, some real tough bites. 2 out of 3 stalkers, 3 are gone! And that is a quick and decisive victory for the Ghost Leviathan juveniles. They made absolute quick work of those stalkers. Now, this next match is going to be very interesting. Gasopods have a unique attack. Bone sharks run up and bite you. Gasopods drop gas pods that explode and do poison damage. Competitors, are you ready? Let the match begin! Bone sharks charging in strong, taking giant chomps out of the gasopods. Gasopods seemingly not using their signature attack. That probably means I just programmed them incorrectly. I think we need to look into what's happening. I think there's been some rigging by the bone sharks. They have disabled the gasopods' gas attacks, and it's totally not the fault of the programmer. I think our officials are going to look into this to see if there has been some match fixing. Luckily, we have a play-by-play in the log file that lets us know what's happening. Let's see. Okay, I found one problem. Let's see if it works now. Oh boy. Let the battle begin. Please do some actual damage. There they go. They're dropping their gas pods. Oh, there they are. And the bone sharks are taking damage from their gas attacks. And they've already taken down 1, 2, and 3. The gasopods have made quick work of these bone sharks. Amazing. You know, natural herbivores and generally defensive, if not peaceful. I gotta admit, part of my heart is rooting for the gasopods. Oh, it looks like our next match is gonna be a tough one as well. Sea Dragon Leviathan versus Warper. Woo! Some very large competitors on the field right now. I have a feeling the Sea Dragons may leave the battlefield a little bit, but as long as they come back quickly, they will not be disqualified. And luckily, we've got our lovely spotlights to follow them around to give us a better idea of where they are. Thank you, spotlight operators. All right, so there has been a modification to the Warper behavior. We have let the Warpers know that if they warp away during the battle, they will be disqualified. Goodness, the Sea Dragons are really roughhousing the Warpers before the match begins. I've seen no damage done, but it definitely seems a little unsportsmanlike. Let the battle begin! Oh, a vicious attack from a Sea Dragon on a Warper already. 2 Warpers have taken tremendous damage. This one is not feeling the battle and quickly retreats. Did the 3rd Warper get eaten? We may have already lost a competitor and just not realized it. I don't blame these remaining 2 Warpers for being so hesitant to return to battle then. That is a tough sell. It appears this light is wandering around, so I believe we have lost one of our Warpers to being eaten with full health. Folks, I'm not seeing them action. I think we're gonna have to speed up the battlefield. I think these Warpers are too afraid of the Sea Dragons. Yes, they are really not wanting to... Oh! And there goes one. We're gonna have to speed things up even further. I believe the Warpers have only ever gotten in 1 blow. Cutting it close, Mr. Warper, and there it is! The Sea Dragons have won 3-0. Oh boy, it sounds like Brian's friends are up next. Yes, it looks like our next match is crab snakes versus cave crawlers. The cave crawlers do not have a lot of health, and they are also ground bound. So we will see how this goes. Let the battle begin. There they go, they're heading towards each other. Can they get close enough to each other to do any damage? It is very bright down there. Can anybody hit anybody? All right, we're gonna speed it up and see if anybody does damage to anybody else. Oh, they do! And in fast forward, the crab snakes have absolutely obliterated the cave crawlers. Well, I'm glad it happened eventually. I was really worried that one wouldn't work at all. And the second round of battles is completed. Next up is the quarterfinals. Our first match, Ghost Leviathan versus Sand Shark. Gulp. There it is. Our competitors have entered the battlefield. Let the battle begin! Oh, and 1 sand shark down, and all 3 are down almost instantly. Almost no match at all. It is now the Reaper Leviathan versus the Amp Eel here in the quarterfinals at the Subnautica Battle Dome. Oh! And once again, the Amp Eels, the bad boys of the Subnautica Battle Dome, are getting in some early hits. Very dishonorable. Will they ever get their comeuppance? Perhaps the Reapers will have something to say about that. It looks like they're already getting very amped up in their pre-battle huddle. Let the battle begin! Oh, already some big shocks from the Amp Eels. Can the Reapers get some big bites in? They have gotten a couple already. Both teams have so much health, it looks like it's going to take a lot of hits before anybody goes down. I gotta tell you, I'm somewhat surprised by how large the Amp Eels actually are. There's not a lot of creatures that can rival the sheer size of the Reaper Leviathan. It's still looking very even. They are steadily exchanging blows. Folks, we're going to speed things up a little bit here. Until things get closer, this could go on for a while. It's hard to tell, but the Reapers might be pulling ahead just a little bit. Oh, we've got one Amp Eel that is in the red. Reapers certainly making their presence known directly into my eardrum. Oh, we've got all three Amp Eels in the red, while all three Reapers are still in the orange. It is looking like the Reapers might have this one. This is a well-fought battle. Easily our most even match of the evening. We've got two Amp Eels below 10% health. All three Reapers still holding on strong. Another attack. Oh, and they hold on by a hair. All three Amp Eels are looking very rough. Reaper charges in, gets shocked, turns around, and leaves the center of the battlefield. All three Amp Eels still holding on. Oh, I believe we have lost two of our Amp Eels. They have been devoured by the Reapers. We only have one Amp Eel left. Oh, he's getting last attacks in to avenge his teammates. Getting one Reaper into the red. How long can he hold on? The Reapers absolutely ate those Amp Eels whole. Very impressive and horrifying. And he's gone! That is victory to the Reapers. A mighty showing by the Amp Eels. Not many could have held on that long against the mighty Reaper Leviathan. Wow. They got 8. That's crazy. All right, folks. It is time for the third match of the quarterfinals. Ghost Leviathan Juvenile versus the Gasopod. Will the Gasopod's mighty poison attack be enough to overcome the Ghost Leviathan Juvenile's 8,000 points of health? Well, you're about to find out here in the Subnautica Battle Dome. Let the battle begin. Oh, some mighty bites from the Ghost Leviathan Juveniles already. Can the Gasopods get some attacks in? They don't seem to be dropping any Gasopods yet. We may have to increase their attack distance. Oh, and they're down. A quick, decisive victory. What's this? We're gonna have to go investigate behind the scenes. I believe the Ghost Leviathan Juveniles are too big, and they need to be able to attack from farther away. We're gonna increase this from 5 to 15 meters. All right, I wanna see a clean fight out there, folks. Battle, begin! And there they are dropping gas pods. Oh, and doing a fair amount of damage to the Ghost Leviathan Juveniles, but we have already lost one Gasopod, and it is not looking good for the other two. Their Gasopod attacks can be very powerful under the right circumstances, but against the sheer magnitude of 8,000 health, it may not be enough. Oh, and I'm getting bumped. And they're down. That is a victory for the Ghost Leviathan Juveniles. Well, at least we got a fair match, but it was not enough for the Gasopods to defeat the Ghost Leviathan Juveniles. And with that, folks, it is time for the final match of the quarterfinals. Sea Dragon Leviathan versus the Crab Snake. Our competitors have entered the battlefield, and they are really showcasing the difference not only in health points, but size. All right, sea dragons are already roaring at their future prey. Let the battle begin. Oh, the crab snakes have already done some damage to the sea dragons. Oh, but in one swift reply, 2 crab snakes are quickly taken out, and all 3 are down. A quick match for the sea dragons. Absolutely unfortunate for the crab snakes. And with that, we have completed the quarterfinals. Next up, we have just 2 matches for the semifinals. First up, a classic matchup, the Ghost Leviathan versus the Reaper Leviathan. 2 of this game's most iconic creatures. Both teams have entered the battlefield. This is truly a battle of the giants. Let the battle begin! And they charge in hard. The Ghost Leviathan's doing a tremendous amount of damage immediately to the Reaper Leviathans. Will the Reapers be able to make up any of the ground? That looked painful. The Reaper Leviathan writhing in pain. And we've got 3 Reapers in the yellow. All 3 Ghost Leviathans are still looking very strong. We've got 1 Reaper leaving the battlefield temporarily as he is not looking good. The Reaper Leviathans are just not able to keep up. Oh, taking tremendous amounts of damage and face planting into the ground. 2 Reapers are very low on health. Can they? Oh! A huge attack from the Ghost Leviathans. Oh, and we've lost 1 Reaper and 1 is soon to follow. He's coming in for another strong attack. Can he do some damage? He can. Will it be enough? Oh, and 2 are down. There is only 1 Reaper Leviathan left, and he is not looking healthy. He's coming in, and he's down! That is victory for the Ghost Leviathans. And that concludes the first of 2 matches in the semifinals. Next up, Ghost Leviathan Juvenile versus the Sea Dragon Leviathan. Now, I gotta admit, I don't know who's gonna win this match, but I'm kind of rooting for the Sea Dragon Leviathan so we can avoid an awkward encounter between parent and child in the finals. It looks like our competitors have taken their place on the battlefield. Sea Dragons really mean-mugging the Ghost Leviathan Juveniles before the battle begins. Let's see if we can get this match started. Let the battle begin! They come charging in. Immediate chomps from both sides. Oh, and we've got a fireball attack from a Sea Dragon. Absolutely incredible. We have not seen that thus far in this tournament. It seems the Sea Dragons really want this victory. Another vicious fireball attack from a Sea Dragon. Very impressive showing, but it still seems like the juveniles are leading this battle. Oh, another mighty fireball attack. The Sea Dragons seem like they are trying to close the gap in health. Oh, we've got 1 Sea Dragon in the yellow. It appears the Sea Dragons are falling a little bit behind, but they are very much holding their own. Oh, a mighty bite. All competitors absolutely trading blows left and right. Oh, another fireball attack from the Sea Dragon. Fireballs flying absolutely everywhere. Oh! And that was not a strong volley from the Sea Dragons. Sea Dragons apparently just showing their frustration, firing their fireballs at nobody in particular. We've got all 3 Ghost Leviathan Juveniles below half health. If the Sea Dragons can get their head in the game, they might be able to pull this out. I tell you what, that may just lose the chance of victory for the Sea Dragons if they are down by 1 competitor. And they have lost their first Sea Dragon. The damage is too evenly spread between the Ghost Leviathan Juveniles. A strategy that did not seem to pay off for the Sea Dragons. There's another Sea Dragon holding on just barely. Only 50 health remains out of 5,000. That is 1% health left. This is a tough moment for this Sea Dragon. Can he get some attacks in? He cannot. He is down. And now it is 3 Ghost Leviathan Juveniles versus 1 Sea Dragon. This match may just be over. He comes in strong, still fighting hard to the very last moment. He lets out a mighty roar for his lost comrades and circles around for another volley of attacks. Ghost Leviathan Juveniles huddle in the center, and here comes a volley of fireballs. 1 fireball. Oh, he may be injured. He was only able to fire 1 fireball. This is not looking good. He is not doing well. Less than 10% health. He screams and looks out the window, contemplating his life as he takes further damage. I wonder what he's seen in his day, what encounters he's had. He should be proud that he made it this far in the tournament, and that he fought to the very end. And with that, he returns to the center of the battlefield to make a final showing. And that is victory for the Ghost Leviathan juveniles. And here we are, folks. The final match of the Subnautica Battle Dome tournament. And it is quite awkwardly between the Ghost Leviathan and the Ghost Leviathan Juvenile. I do not envy their next holiday together. Before we begin this, I just want to thank everybody for being here. This has been a wonderful time. I've enjoyed this so much, and I can't believe this has worked. This has worked wonderfully. We had to fix a couple things in the beginning, but since then, it's been pretty much smooth sailing. So I've been very happy with it. So again, thank you so much for showing up and watching, and for chatting, and I so appreciate it. And with that, it is time for our final match of the evening. The Ghost Leviathan versus the Ghost Leviathan Juvenile. Who is the mightier competitor? Let's find out together in this, the final match of the Subnautica Battle Dome tournament. Let the final battle begin! Oh, and they're going in strong. Bite after bite immediately as the match starts. Both doing decent amounts of damage to each other. I think it's going to be a little longer before we see who pulls ahead in this match. There is a clear size difference between the two teams. Looks like the adults are doing more damage and pulling ahead slightly. Oh, it's a flurry of ghostly appendages in the middle of the battlefield. And it appears the juveniles are just a little bit behind the adults. Each trying to prove the worthiness of their own generation, I'm sure. Oh, we've got a couple of juveniles in the yellow. Adults are holding their lead firmly. All three juveniles are in the yellow. This is not looking good. Two of them are below half health. Back in my day, we had to leave the Lost River and go into the void. The day we were born. You youngins have it so good now, you stay in the Lost River for months. We've got two adults in the yellow, and it is looking really rough for the juveniles. And we've lost our first Ghost Leviathan juvenile. That leaves us at 2 versus 3 and a severe health deficit. Still charging in bravely, the juveniles come in for another volley of attacks. We've got one juvenile over here that may not have much fight left in them. He reaches for the outer edges of the battlefield and circles back in. Oh, and we've lost a second juvenile, leaving only one left with barely any health. And it's done! The Ghost Leviathans have secured victory in the Subnautica Battle Dome. And that concludes our tournament. Our victors, the Ghost Leviathan. What a strong showing. They defeated every opponent they faced today. Truly the mightiest beasts in all of 4546B. They have earned their celebration. Look at them dance joyously, celebrating the day. And there you have it, our final result. Well, that answers that question. We now know who the mightiest battler in all of Subnautica is. The Ghost Leviathan. This is a video I've wanted to make for a long time. Some of the footage you saw was from over a year ago, so I really hope you enjoyed it. Hey, you know what? If it goes well, people like it, maybe there'll be a version 2. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much to my patrons. If you want to join them and get bonus content and behind-the-scenes updates, go check out my Patreon. Let me know what you thought of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. What is that? What dance is this?